Okay, let's go back to Rashad's page. I just kind of want to do a roll through of his claimed degrees here. This won't take long, but I think it's a good idea to kind of do this. One of the reasons why is I think I'm going to send the link to this video to the that Association of Black Businesses. And also, I'd like to maybe cut this part out and make it as a separate video. So I guess we could start off by saying, hello out there. I am trying to get through.
With cold, blunt analysis, cradled in the warmth of reasoning, it's time for Johnny Walker Dread to straighten you out on a thing or two. Emanating all the way from exciting Las Vegas, Oklahoma, it's the Johnny Walker Dread Show.
So let's go ahead and roll it through here. This won't take long. Western Orthodox University, he claims a doctor of philosophy. And he says at Unum Schofield, originally it was Schofield. I proved on my channel that it's a diploma mill run out of a small church in Modesto, California. He then changed it to Western Orthodox University, a diploma mill operating out of the Honduras, I think, or something like that. Or is this the one out of Nigeria? I forget. But at any rate, Western Orthodox University is not a real university. It's a diploma mill. So is Schofield. Does he have a doctor of philosophy? No. Totally fake. And then he has École Supérieure Euro-Americaine. This is a diploma mill operating out of Africa. I think it's Nigeria or something like that. And it's the European Superior School. Euro-American, really, operating out of Africa. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I went over this in great detail. It is a diploma mill. He does not have a Bachelor of Science in Applied Psychology. Totally fake. Boella Heights University, he claims a BA in Philosophy and Religious Studies. This one actually might be real. I have no evidence that it's not, but Boella Heights is not a well-regarded university. It's at the bottom of the barrel, very low rigor, but it might be real. University of Central Florida, he claims an energy medicine certification. By the way, I've done videos on all these. He claims an energy medicine certification, and this is total foo-foo. It is basically a certification for doing things like touch therapy, all of these, pseudo-scientific mumbo-jumbo. The touch therapy where you don't actually touch the human body, you feel the aura around the body and you massage it to get rid of ailments. He actually got a certificate in that. And by the way, he had to pay a total of $49 for this certificate. And he places it here. Good grief. Cornell University, I have not investigated that. I don't know if I even learned much. There's no certificate listed here. He doesn't claim he's completed the program. It doesn't even really say that he enrolled in it. He just puts it down. Boella Heights University, he claims an MBA, and that would be one thing, but he claims he got it in only 1 year. Typically, master's degrees are 2 years. So I'm a little bit leery of this one. I don't think he got a master's degree, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. Universidad Empresarial, it was originally titled as a business school. And then I made fun of him because he's getting a business degree, a PhD, not PhD, sorry. He was getting a degree in physics, an advanced degree in physics from a business school. Sometime after that, he changed it to the Spanish Universidad Empresarial. All right. It's a business school, and it's not even a real one. It's a diploma mill. I proved it on my show. He does not have a real degree. His master's thesis, Influence of Quantum Field Theory on the Comprehension of Nature and Consciousness in Ancient Cultures. Right. Give me a break. That's junk. Atlanta's John Marshall Law School, he still claims it as a Juris Doctor, law degree, and in law, he listed at 20 2020 to 2021, he only lasted one semester. They threw him out. He failed out. And yet he still posted on his LinkedIn page, if I failed out of university, there is no way in hell I'm going to list that. I would be so embarrassed. I would never do that. But the fact that he enrolled, and I don't think he ever went to classes. I think he just enrolled. The fact that he just enrolled and paid tuition for one semester means to him is all you need to do. Business University of Costa Rica, Rashad claimed this one here. And by the way, you may be wondering, this sounds a little bit like this Universidad Empresarial. Yes, it's the same school. This is just the English translation of it. He claims a doctor of philosophy. It is a diploma mill, no doubt about it. So no PhD there, dude. Sorry. Duke University is probably the most shameless one he's done and probably the most dangerous one. He has Duke's logo there, but he claims a Master of Science in Neuroscience at University of Pacific. Again, it's University of the Pacific. He originally was supposed to be, oh no, that's a different one. So he says here, not sure why University of Pacific won't link, so I placed it on my Duke profile. What do you mean on your Duke profile? You created the Duke profile for this degree. Duke doesn't show up anywhere else, right? So he's claiming a Master of Science from the University of the Pacific, which doesn't offer a Master of Science in Neuroscience online. And I know he didn't move to Stockton. So he did not get a degree here. I am about 90% certain that he never attended a single class or did anything. And yet he has the gall to list it under Duke University. Duke University is a very prestigious university. That's up there. It's like they consider like a Harvard of the South. Just shameless. So, Master of Science in Neuroscience? No, he does not have one. And by the way, you don't get a Master of Science in Neuroscience in 1 year, especially when you have no background in any kind of physics or medicine. He has no medical background, and yet he's getting an MS in Neuroscience? Okay. MIT, he says he completed 43 courses. He downloaded some lectures. Or maybe he didn't even do that. These are not courses. These are just downloadable videos. There's no homework. There's no certification. There's nobody checking your work. It's like going to YouTube. Azteca University at one time was a legitimate college. It struggled, and then it went into the diploma mill deal. It found out that it could make more money selling doctorates than it could try to actually teach students. So, and I know that because at one time, I think it was like 4 years ago, it enrolled no students, zero. Didn't recruit, it enrolled no students. But at any rate, he claims a doctor of law that was purchased. That is not a real doctorate, it's a diploma mill. And I looked it up. Remember, it's Azteca University? It's not found to be accredited by anybody. The Asia Pacific School of Business, I have done a lot of work on. It is a classic diploma mill. It's the problems with this one are just so long, but it has a whole bunch of faculty, and the pictures are all stolen. You don't get a Master of Arts in Cognitive Psychology from a School of Business. And by the way, he originally said that he was getting a PhD in physics from here, and then he changed it to a Master's in Cognitive Psychology. That's a hell of a change, right? I think what happened was that he realized that claiming a PhD in physics from a School of Business was just really too hard to believe. But at any rate, there is no such school as the Asia Pacific School of Business. Birmingham School of Law, and this is again where he really has a lot of gall. This is a real university, not a really good one. It's not rated very high, but it's real, okay? I have no idea if he ever even enrolled in this place, but he did claim that he was going to get his Juris Doctorate last August. And he was posting on Facebook, oh, I'm about ready to get my doctorate. Wish me luck. Send me those prayers, and all of the Rashadettes, I guess you might say, were in there saying, good luck, man. You're the man. You'll do well. And then all of a sudden, nothing, crickets. And then we find out that after attending Birmingham School of Law for 2 years, I doubt it, I transferred to Renaissance University, a French and English speaking university. It's not. Accredited by the Ministry of Education. It's not. I already did a video on it. There is a Renaissance University. It's a real poor university located in Nigeria. It has no business giving out Juris Doctorates. It's not accredited to give out Juris Doctorates. And if you guys remember, it doesn't even have a working web page or working email. So how is somebody going to be doing virtual education at this place? All right. But here, notice, he keeps up Birmingham School of Law as the entry, even though he did not get a Juris Doctorate from there. He even admits he didn't get one from there. So why are you putting Birmingham School of Law here, Rashad? Now, this is academic fraud. You wrote Birmingham School of Law, below it, Juris Doctor. No, you do not have a Juris Doctorate from the Birmingham School. That is an outright lie. Lucifer says, this is why Johnny hates me. What? I don't hate Lucifer. No. All righty. Harvard Law School, I haven't looked into this, but it really looks to me like just one of these money-making scams. I wouldn't say it's a scam. These prestigious universities have these little offshoots, and they have these certificate programs, and people will pay a lot of money for them because it has a little Harvard emblem on it, and they have found out this is a cool way to make a lot of money. So they'll ask a professor, can you do some courses? We'll sign people up. They can get a certificate. They can pay a few $1,000. It's a money-making operation. There's no indication here that he ever even completed anything. But okay, he might have paid the money for the tuition and looked at the actual coursework. I don't know. And then finally, Clark Atlanta University, he did write a dissertation. He did get it approved. I read his dissertation on my show. It is the absolute biggest piece of shit of a dissertation I have ever seen. And I've seen some bad ones. If you're interested, like I say, you go to the Rashad Richey playlist on my channel. I did 3 videos of it because I had to read the damn thing. There is no way in hell any self-respecting graduate committee would have conferred a EDD to him for that absolutely trash dissertation that he wrote. If you remember, a large chunk of it was actually plagiarized from a undergraduate capstone project. And I am not exaggerating. I should be careful about plagiarism. He did attribute it. So plagiarism is the wrong word. Let me just say that his dissertation was basically taking this undergraduate's capstone project and basically adding on a couple of things. That was it. If you take out this undergraduate's work out of the dissertation, very little is left. So It reminded me of a dissertation you would write when you got to turn something in and it's due next week. I did a look at the citations. He cites a communist blog for research purposes. A lot of the claims that he made were not actually in the citation. His research was simply typing in keywords into Google and then copying and pasting off the search. That was it. So I don't know if plagiarism is the right word. I would say it's academic fraud. However, Clark Atlanta gave him an EDD for it. Is incredible. And I read Jill Biden's dissertation, okay? And in my opinion, it's substandard. But I would not go as far as to say that it's fraudulent. She did the work, but it wasn't very useful and it was pretty low rigor. The methods were pretty poor, but at least there's nothing fraudulent about it. Rashad Richey's dissertation, I refuse to call him doctor. I'll say if I was referring to Jill personally, I would say Dr. Biden, out of respect. Even though, frankly, I don't think her doctorate was really worth much. Under no circumstances would I call Rashad Richey doctor.